1-0 in the 2-7 matchup for the Magic. Boston, White, Holiday, Brown. In 2017, 2018, we are underway. Holiday on a bounce, Porzingis attacking, and it's blocked inside. Carter getting there defensively, Wagner flying to the rim, but it rolls off.
Missed opportunity, but that's important for Orlando to get stops, get out in transition before Boston's defense can get set.
Brown is matched up with the big Carter out on the perimeter. Brown lets it fly, bottom, a three.
And that's Boston's game. Put so much pressure on your individual defense guarding them.
NBA record, 1,457 three-pointers this season. That was an average of 17.8 per game. Also set the record for most three-point attempts. Out on the perimeter, Wagner against Porzingis. Pull-up is good.
Right there, right off the bounce. Does most of his damage in the paint for the Magic.
Such a big front line with Wagner, Banchero, and Carter. Holiday off. Offensive rebound, Porzingis. Horford into the hands of Brown. He takes it around Wagner and scores.
And with the shooting and the spacing on the floor, you have to take the initiative to guard and not let those straight line drives if you're the Magic. And once again, Orlando made baskets, trying to speed things up, gets an easy opportunity.
Turnovers a problem in game one for Orlando. They had 15 of them. Boston scored 24 points off of those mistakes. Holiday switching hands, comes up short. Push up the floor. Wagner, drive and kick. Carter doesn't take the three. Instead, he's going to use the mismatch physically and gets rejected by Porzingis. White picked up by Banchero. Horford clears the area. White off the dribble. Floater no good. Horford got his hands on it, but it's claimed by Banchero.
Real physical in there. Wagner trying to block out Horford.
The veteran Corey Joseph lays it in on a spin to the rim. 14th year in the NBA.
And you see a trend here. 3 times. You saw Franz push it, now Corey Joseph. Certainly an adjustment early for the Magic.
Holiday getting physical with Joseph. Kick it out. Horford, 17 straight game quarter made for Al Horford. Just think about the guy that came into the NBA to what he is today. And it also shows you the evolution of the game, that Al Horford was a traditional big when he entered the league.
Well, he reinvented his game to extend his career. And, wow, one of the best floor spacing bigs in all of the NBA.
8-6 lead for the Celtics. Brown trying to add to it. Puts it up. Off the heel. Kept alive by Porzingis. Holiday draws Banchero. Extended possession now for the Celtics. Post-up opportunity. Horford muscles it up in the crowd. And it's knocked outside to Banchero off the miss. Boston is 3 of 9 from the field. Banchero, bully ball. He was looking for a call. Magic now 3 of 7. White on a stop and go, and Joseph doesn't bite. 2-point lead for the Celtics. Holiday on a bounce for Brown. Forced to toss it near the rim, and there was...
Can pass the ball as well as any big.
The block by Banchero, and then the turnover. Joseph dribbling through traffic. Set it up, Banchero. 8-6 Celtics. High-low action, and Porzingis steps in front for the steal. Up the floor, Holiday. Early offense for Brown. Post up, and a deuce.
And that's something that Jaylen Brown's done, the mismatch against the smaller Joseph.
10-6, Boston, 7:35 to go in this first quarter. Banchero, the roll man. Wagner protects himself and gets the bucket.
And I don't know high degree of difficulty on 10.
You know you're going to get scoring from Wagner and Banchero. The question is, who else for Orlando? Brown? No, he missed it off the window. Cleared by Carter. Magic down by 2, pushing the tempo again. Joseph, deep corner, off the rim.
And that's been their Achilles heel all season. Lack of three-point shooting. Those opportunities will be there. They got to step up and make them with confidence.
Last in the NBA, three-pointers made per game, 11.2. Porzingis misses from the perimeter. Magic finished 27th in offensive rating, 2nd in defensive rating, so they really hung their hat on being a tough, physical defensive squad. And we saw it in game 1. Wagner for Banchero. Shot clock is down to 5. Banchero lines it up. In and out. Horford, the quick clear. White, lob it, Porzingis. ISO, he's fouled.
They get him back in this first round at all.
Stephanie, he had Nepo that was called in the fourth quarter. Initially, there is some damage there.
And thankfully, nothing too serious. Could have been a lot worse. Certainly a wrist, a fracture of some sort. So he'll be back soon enough. He will hold down the fort till he gets back.
In and out for Wendell Carter Jr., the NBA Sixth Man of the Year. Peyton Pritchard for the Celtics getting ready to check in. Porzingis missed it on a straightaway tray. The versatility of Banchero. He can bring the ball across, which he does. Carter thought about it. Banchero one-on-one with Brown. Now they get Wagner involved. 8 to shoot. Celtics lead by 3. Diagonal, Joseph for the tie. Book it.
And that was important right there. We talked about somebody stepping, collapsing that defense. Joseph knocking down that 3.
He's got 5 points. He averaged 3.5 per game during the season. And the first Magic player off the bench is going to be Caleb Houston. Brown kicking around the perimeter. Porzingis way off. White is there, and he's fouled by Bank. White is coming off a 30-point performance. 7 of 12 from 3.5 assists, just under 4 rebounds per game.
Points off the bench. It's Kevin McHale.
Whoa.
Rarefied air.
Joseph, body bump. Leaves it. Banchero on target with a 3.
And he's been knocking down that 3-ball. Did a good job in game 1. When he hits that with consistency, he is unguardable.
White draws the double team. Horford looking to pass out of the post. Brown fly by Banchero, and Brown makes him pay as he snaps in a triple.
And that's not their knock it in.
10 points for Jaylen Brown. Banchero is
Farting the three-point line in the NBA, and that will be tested here in this game.
Asked him about game 1 reaction. He said turnovers. We've talked about it over and over again. He said everybody locked in on the third quarter where they're down to basically 4 possessions where the game turned, and showed the team that that's how tenuous this is, especially when you get to this stage.
So fragile.
Sam Hauser in for the Celtics. Brown, step back, no good. Cleared by Carter. Magic with a chance to gain the lead here. Banchero put it down low. Pritchard gets his hands on it defensively.
Yeah, the guards can guard bigs. Multiple guys can defend.
Jumping it up.
Pritchard's trying to win this.
He is. Contact, and Magic are shooting 46% from the field. Boston's just at 29%, but the Celtics do have 4 offensive rebounds. Banchero one-on-one with Pritchard. Help from Hauser. Find the open man Houston. Not looking to shoot. Caldwell Pope got bumped by multi-dimensional talents. Holiday goes to the bench. Cornette replaces him. They just shift everybody over a spot. Horford now at the 4. Banchero bangs it in. And Orlando actually led by 1 at the end of the first half in game 1. Jonathan Isaac in the game for the Magic. Hauser defended by the lengthy Isaac. Pritchard again draws Banchero. Pritchard, cross, drive, stutter, missed it on the interior.
And you saw Paolo remove his hands, making sure not to reach in against the crafty Pritchard.
Banchero playing with 2 fouls. He'll cross, jumper, no good. Rebound snatched by Brown. Under 3 minutes to go now in this opening quarter. Brown. He gets fouled by Black.
How would you assess your 3-point defense?
I think we've done a great job of getting out the shooters. Again, it's to clean up the offensive rebounds that we got to make sure we take care of. Those are extra possessions that we are not able to get back.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And Grant, they did limit the turnovers in that first quarter.
Yeah, just 2 turnovers. They had 15 in that first game 1. 24 Celtics points off of that as Porzingis knocks down the mid-range without fouling, as Jamal Mosley talked about. So important.
Black accelerates. Porzingis gets a piece. Isaac, couple of pumps, gets it back. 9 to shoot. Harris swing. Black takes the baseline. Great speed. And
wow, 7-1 Luke Cornette there. Black dunking it with 2 hands on the baseline. Wow.
Boston is shooting just 30% in this first half, yet they lead by 2. Only have 6 field goals. Porzingis lets it fly, can't hit the 3. Cornette, offensive board. So another one for the Celtics. Pritchard thought about a logo attempt. Harris digs in defensively. Porzingis has the smaller Anthony, and the bank shot doesn't go, but they're missing the first free throw attempt.
And if you're Jamal Mosley, you're happy. I mean, obviously, to go on these spurts, you know, it creates a frenzy when they get turnovers, they get in transition. The game, the pace is slowing down. And this is for Orlando, just staying attached here, so important.
Teardrop doesn't go. Wagner, the follow is knocked to the outside, claimed by White. Magic trying to get back defensively. The lane opens up, and White finishes with a left hand.
Ball. And once again, Derek White always making the right read.
Black draws attention. Wagner shoots it at 87%. This is just the 3rd free throw attempt for the Magic.
Opportunity to play against that, but certainly knowing your opponent.
Banchero!
Pulling against the smaller Holiday, getting to the rim. Wow.
28-26 Celtics. Holiday back in. Holiday draws 2 defenders. It leaves Pritchard open. Automatic. It's a 3.
Yeah, a little confusion there. Defense drawing 2, leading to the easy 3.
31-26 Celtics. Black using the Isaac screen. Takes it all the way. Missed it with the left hand. It leaks back out to Black. Banchero stumbling. Gathers. Denied. He got smothered by Porzingis. Skip it. They have time to work with on the shot clock. Holiday drags the defender with him and takes it in.
And a turnover off the inbounds pass.
Hauser can't hit the 3, and it's tracked down by Caldwell Pope. 3rd quarter is where things unraveled in game 1 for the Orlando Magic. Can they stay connected tonight here in the 2nd? Caldwell Pope, they needed a 3, and it rolls out. 33-26 Celtics. Pritchard gets his way inside, but missed it. Wagner. Porzingis, big finish.
Get Porzingis wide open. As we said, dangerous time right now for the Magic.
7-0 run. The lead is now 9 for the defending champions. Banchero. Double team. Black tried to split defenders. He turns it over. Porzingis gets it ahead. Pritchard with Banchero. Waits for his teammates, and now Holiday will settle things down here for the Celtics. Porzingis turns on Black. Porzingis scores off the window.
And it requires great concentration, you know, for this Magic ball club. 8 guys all shooting at a high clip. This team takes 48 threes a game, set an NBA record. And so defending the line a must. And actually,
Carter cuts into the Boston lead. White misses on the 3 ball. Something Jamal Mosley added. He tells his players, you got to guard your yard. Know your assignment. And another.
But you're right, guarding your yard. See, the instinct is to help when there's dribble penetration. But when you do help, you leave a shooter, and you got great decision makers who will find the open shooters. And Porzingis unable to convert, but certainly very efficient there in that post.
Carter holds up defensively against Porzingis. 37-30 Celtics. Wagner takes it strong, finishes, and the for the Magic. Franz's brother Mo Wagner, torn ACL, left knee, and then Jalen Suggs, left. The heart and soul, Suggs, a leader, Wagner, an emotional leader as well.
Well, they missed both of them. When you talk about the 3 leading scorers, Wagner, Suggs, and Banchero, they only played just 6 games together this entire season. So injuries have played a role in how this season's played out.
Drew Holiday.
Holiday left in those legs.
That ends a 7-0 run. Brown is defending Wagner. The sweeping move by Franz Wagner.
And you know he's going to go right, and still capable of getting there.
Pritchard gets to the rim.
And talk about change of pace right there. Great hesitation move by Pritchard.
Three-point shooting, Orlando is 2 of 9. They finished last in the NBA in percentage, 31.8%. Joseph to Banchero, double team, and now single coverage with Pritchard. Shot clock is winding down. Banchero forced to give it up. Caldwell Pope can't hit the three. It's been that kind of year for him from long range. Pritchard pedal to the metal. Porzingis is fouled. Search trends tonight. And without Chase, this was their starting lineup. Avery Bradley, D17.
Oh, wow. I tell you, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, I mean, to be so young, have had so much success in the postseason. It's been fun to watch.
Carter, kick it out. Caldwell Pope goes to the mid-range. It doesn't work. Interesting perspective when you sit down with him prior to the game. He can take it in areas that you didn't even imagine before you asked the question.
It's so fascinating, but it's amazing. His voice, perfect for this group. Can't deny the success he's had with the Celtics.
Joseph trying to defend Brown. He gets him out of the way. Kicking around the perimeter. Shot clock winding down. Horford off the rim. And it's grabbed by Carter. 8-point lead for the Celtics. We approach 4 minutes to go in this second quarter. Wagner. Drive and kick. Carter doesn't take the three. 10 to shoot. Open look. Wagner. Short. Pritchard shifting gears. Was that a pass? It was to Brown. He'll clear it. Holiday peeks at the clock. Screen set. White. Knock away, turnover. Give credit to Joseph, who got a piece. Accelerating, Caldwell Pope layup, no! Banchero lost it, Brown, no call. Caldwell Pope retrieves it. 6 to shoot, Banchero, the spin, the foul.
Breaks in favor of the Magic.
Enter for a chance to win NBA. His whole perspective on these playoff games. Stephanie?
And it's interesting because we asked him about his offer and where they can take advantage of the Celtics. He said the physicality was definitely a concern. He knew that tonight's matchup would be extremely physical, and he went on to say that it would be won in the trenches. The most physical team is going to win the matchup tonight.
Here's Horford. Great